We're live from Chevy Chase.
Well, welcome back. It's now time for our morning chat, and today we're chatting with an award-winning director, producer, and Hollywood success story. Welcome Dwight Turner to the show. He has a distinguished career spanning film, television commercials, voiceover, theater, print. The list goes on and on. Currently serving on the SAG-AFTRA Nashville board, he is known for his versatility and leadership. And we're so excited to have you, Dwight.
Well, I am so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me. We have a common friend, Steve Bates, and he was nice enough to introduce us, and the rest is history.
That's right. We met at the Lex Studios grand opening.
Yes, so exciting for all the things that are happening in Kentucky. It's quite amazing, actually, and I'm so happy to see all of the activity happening for the state.
Absolutely. We just talked about the film industry, and I was so happy to learn that you are from Hazard, Kentucky. My dad's from Hazard.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yes, so I grew up in Hazard. I worked in the industry for quite a few years, so I've lost my accent. But,
I was going to bring that up.
You can bring it back.
I can bring it back. So,
There you go.
this is how I grew up talking. But, I knew that if I was going to work in the industry, that I needed to kind of be able to put it aside, because otherwise I would be pigeonholed into certain roles. And so I grew up in Hazard. I knew at a young age I wanted to work in the entertainment industry. Luckily, my parents were the type of parents that said, you can do whatever you want to do. Don't limit yourself, and I so appreciate that. So parents out there, remember that.
Yes.
I finished college at Morehead State. I have a degree in communications with a radio television emphasis, which led to Bad Boys. So we'll talk about that in a second. Yeah. But I moved out to LA immediately upon graduating and worked out there for 26 years professionally. Moved back. My mom was going through health issues. I moved back, and I fell in love with Kentucky all over again.
Well, I feel like that has to be intimidating to move out to California. It's something we always hear about, back here in Kentucky. And so following your dream is huge. What was it like to work at Warner Brothers and all of the places out there in California?
So working at Warner Brothers Studios was quite fascinating. I ended up being a content programmer for Warner and Warner Online. I worked with the studio for years. It's the sort of thing that you get used to it after you're in it for a minute. But when I first moved out there, though, it was very intimidating. I moved out with a guy that I went to college with. He lasted a month. We had decided no matter what, we'd stay for a year. And so he was back in Kentucky, and I was like, wow, what do I do here? But some things fell into place. I was very lucky. I mean, I went to a friend's party, and his agent came up to me and said, "Are you an actor?" And I said, "Yeah." He signed me, sent me on my first ever professional audition, first ever, and I landed a big national commercial and was instantly in SAG-AFTRA.
Wow.
Well, which at the time was just SAG.
Right.
And so it was a very lucky start, and that kind of got me going.
Got your foot in the door,
Yeah.
and now you're in this summer's blockbuster film that everybody's talking about, Bad Boys. How did that role come about?
So, like I said, I've worked professionally in the industry for years. Even after I moved back here, I've got 3 agencies. One of those agencies is connected with Miami. And so I got a call from my agent, and she was just said that I had this audition. I did not realize at first that it was Bad Boys.
Okay.
And this is where Morehead State came into play, because I was trained to be a news reporter.
That's right, yeah.
And so I did the audition, and I put in there the information about my training, and I'd interned with CBS. And they got back very quickly and paired me up with 2 actual CBS Miami news anchors for Bad Boys Ride or Die. So I am one of the news anchors, or news casters in the film. It was an amazing experience. They flew me down twice to Miami, and I just got to work with some wonderful people. It was incredible seeing the movie. I play a supporting role. You don't see me a lot,
right?
But it's
You're there.
I mean,
Listen,
I'm there.
you see you more than you see us.
That's
and
right.
I mean, your journey is just phenomenal, and I feel like maybe you could fill in for Paul here sometimes if we need to.
If you call me, that would be fun.
Yes.
Can you imagine? Yes.
Now, you're also involved in as a casting director, so people are interested in maybe getting on your radar. How do they do that real quick?
Okay, so I have a couple of companies. One is Movietown Productions, which we're developing the website for right now. You can go to dwightturner.com, and that's the hub for everything. You can find everything at that point. The other thing is I have Turner Casting LLC, And so if you go to Turner Casting, you can basically go to the submission area, put your information in there. I will try to get you hired. I love everybody in Kentucky and want to see you get to work.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm
so
applying
exciting.
right now, Dwight.
Yes.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
Please tell me you'll come back.
I would absolutely love to.
Love that.
You are a fantastic host, and I so enjoyed being here.
Well, thank you
We did
so
too.
much. Thank you. All of the information for Dwight Turner is up on the screen.